everybody, so I just finished filming a video talking about like the update with the bomber and that whole situation thing. So that included, or that I kind of included that because this is a Dollar Tree haul, by the way. Like, that's what this video, as you can probably tell from the title. Obviously, you can tell from the title. I'm going to put Dollar Tree haul in the title some way. But anywho, so I was on my commute back from Dollar Tree, like that particular location I go to most frequently. The commute back, I always cut through the street that my family, named after my family, I should say, because, well, anyway, that's included that story in the other video. But I drove by the house, which in the other video I was talking about how it's just crazy, like, and still thinking about like that property, that footage was plastered all over the national news, like that I saw, or yeah, so like I saw it on ABC, NBC, CBS, like that footage plastered everywhere. And it's crazy thinking like, that's just like, not, well, it's just about a mile away from here. Maybe a little over a mile away from here, just like almost literally my backyard. So, just bizarre. And then that, I mean, I used to drive by there. Well, I've driven by there many times. I still do drive by there many times. So, that's that. So we'll get into the Dollar Tree haul. And I should also add, I'm doing this in my car because of the lighting is better. The environment in my car is just, it's easier to film in my car right now, okay? And so this is actually today's haul plus another haul from before Christmas that I didn't get around to filming. So I've been home. I was so hungry, so when I got home I ate, grabbed my Dollar Tree stuff from my other haul or my other trip and dumped it here in the car. So I'll try not to like be like, oh, I got this from this time and this one's from today. Who cares about that, other than the fact that the food stuff, like what I'm getting ready to show you, was from today, but not that that really matters. But anywho, I'm gonna jump in. So first off, I got just a loaf of Sara Lee honey wheat bread, and it actually has the sell-by date for today, but I find if I put bread in the refrigerator, it will last way longer. Like, I've been able to keep bread for like 2 weeks after the sell-by date, and it's still alright. Maybe a little on the dry side, but whatever. I use it for sandwiches. Like, I fix my sandwiches before work at night, put them in the refrigerator, and so like the deli meat that I use has moisture in it, so it like moisturizes the bread anyway, so whatever. Whatever, I don't care. And let's see, I got a lot of cleaning supplies, by the way. I'm already tongue-tied and choked up. And these airplanes, this is a really busy time for the air traffic. It seems like these airplanes are just coming one after another, which, you know, back in the summer, usually Thursday and Friday nights would, well, more so Thursday night would be the big night where it'd just be airplane after airplane after airplane. Like, you would see them lined up coming in. So anywho, so I got 2 boxes of these like magic eraser knockoffs, which there's 2 in a package. Usually they have them to where there's 3 in a package, but lately I've only been able to find them where there's just 2 in a package, but whatevs. So, and then I got some paper towels, just cause like we've got some like good paper towels in the house, but like I'm gonna be using these for cleaning up, and I don't want to like waste the good ones and like cleaning, like there's gonna be a lot of cleaning up I need to do around the house, so I just need some cheap paper towels that, you know, cheap paper towels. I know that's what paper towels are good for anyway, but like we usually use our paper towels for like food cleaning up, and this is like gonna be like all over cleaning up mess stuff, whatever. Anywho, got my typical pink rubber dish gloves. These are always great. Like, I love these for, like, in the way of dish gloves. They're sturdy, they hold up for the most part, especially better than those thinner yellow ones. They're thicker than those yellow ones that they typically carry, and they just seem to hold up better. I have another box somewhere, but these are incense. Like, so this one is the Energy Wind incense pack, and it has actually an incense holder in it, which I think it says that there are, yeah, there's 10 incense sticks in this pack, but it has the incense holder. And I had like a haul that had some Walmart, like stuff from Walmart that I filmed like several videos ago. I think it was right before I did all the bead videos. It seemed like it was a combined haul, but I was talking about like incense and incense holders. So it's a purple incense holder. So funny, I came across this particular set. And then I got these patchouli ones that say throat on them. I guess it's like good, like, what is it, the chakras? I guess that's what it represents, something of that nature. I don't know. But, and I touched about in that Walmart video about like incense quality, like how I used to get really cheap incense and you could tell like the difference. These are definitely cheap incense. Like, I love the scent of like patchouli oil. Like, I have some patchouli oil that I use for a lot of things. And I even sniffed this in the store knowing that it didn't really smell like that strong of patchouli, but I got it anyway because I'm just, I don't know, a hoarder, a shopaholic. I don't know which would be the more accurate description of what I am. But there's 36 in here, so I always wonder, like, you know, when you light something, the smell is usually different than what it smells like before it's lit. So maybe it might have a better smell. Like, you know, sometimes good things come in surprises. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm hoping that they'll be like better quality than what they smell from like just not being lit. I don't know. I'm just talking around in circles. So, oh gosh, I'm gonna have a huge mess to clean up. Let's don't go that back here. Okay, so let's just dig into this other bag. So I got one of these little dusters. Just take the plastic off of this. Fluff it up. It's just like, what do they call it? Just a microfiber duster. Whee! So, nice, wonderful, lovely shirt. Works great. I got a bunch of this kind of stuff. You'll see. But I got these Scrub Buddies dry floor cloths. There's 15 of them for like the Swiffer sort of setup. I got one of these reusable little microfiber mop pad, light duty little things, and you'll see more of this here soon. Like, it'll all kind of come together soon, I guess. Well, I guess it comes together now. Anyway, what if? Okay, so I got the Scrub Buddies deep cleaning pad refills, which will fit a Swiffer wet jet mop, which we have a really old Swiffer wet jet mop. I think they've changed the model since then, because the new ones don't look like, so there's something about like them being, new ones being battery operated. I don't think my old one is, so I don't know. But anywho, whatever. Just whatever. I got the Brillo Basics wet sweeper cloth refills. There's 8 of them. Let's say that there are 3 in this pack. This one has 3. These are dry. These are pre-soaked 8. And then I got 2 of these PVA chamois towels from like the automotive area. I'm thinking that these are like the ShamWow towels. I'm assuming they are, because it says super absorbent, scratch and lint free, machine washable. And that they're 17 by 12.5 inches. So I'm really hoping they are like the ShamWow, because they'll come in handy, especially when it comes time for me. Like, I've got this leather jacket that I got in Amarillo, Texas when we were doing our Las Vegas road trip, and I want to wash it soon, and I've looked up into like washing it, but I think that those would help out with the process after washing it when I need to dry it. So 4 packs of these Raisinets from my daddy, and I got some more of these microfiber duster mop pad deals. There's 2 of these, but they're, again, it's all going to come together here in a moment. I got another box of these Magic Eraser doodads. Just a thing of 45 sandwich bags for my lunch at work, little Ziploc baggies, and a thing of plastic wrap. So I got these Suavitel dryer sheets, superior technology, 20 sheets in the scent Morning Sun. So I was watching some videos on YouTube about like cleaning mini blinds, because oh my gosh, the struggle is real with those darn things. So I saw a suggestion, like somebody had taken a pair of kitchen tongs and had taken some microfiber cloths and wrapped around each tong and rubber band the cloths in place. Or no, I take that back. Before they rubber band the cloths in place, on top of the microfiber cloths, they put these dryer sheets around each prong of the tong. So that way, like, since dryer sheets kind of have the whole thing with like static and drawing lint or whatever, or I guess resisting, whatever, static, cling, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway, and they do that, like, so I guess lint won't stick as well to the mini blind. At least that's what I took away from it, or maybe it's because they like pull the lint from the blind, whatever. Anyway, they smell good. They kind of help leave that scent behind, so I got some for that purpose. There we go, point made. Now here's the other thing, well, part of it. So talking about all the Swiffer stuff, they have the different components there that you can make your own like Swiffer set. You know, you can buy all the little refill things like I just showed. And this is like the Swiffer base. This is where all the magic happens, basically. So it's just like how would we describe this? Well, it says mop head. Makes sense. It says wet, dry, flat mop head, handle sold separately. It goes to an airplane. So the flat bottom has like this Velcro on it, which that's what all these little, well, spoiler alert, I got some more different attachments. This is just a microfiber mop pad heavy duty thing. So anyway, they all kind of have a back like this, and they all will stick to the Velcro mop head, so you can just do your little take care of business. But anywho, so like as for all those little cloths, the little Swiffer refill cloth things, they have like the 4 corners here that you can just tuck the cloths into. So good to go. And I bought the handle also, which the handle is back here, so I do not like stab everything in my car. But yeah, nice long handle. Not too shabby for $1. When I was in college living in the dorm, they had a Swiffer deal that you could buy for $1 that came in a box, and it, like the handle was like in 3 or 4 pieces that you had to screw it all together, and then it had the head, and it was just, it didn't have like the Velcro on the head. But anyway, I had that for my dorm room and managed to break the handle on it. I mean, it was an okay sort of deal, but probably would work better if the handle wasn't so, like, you could tell it was flimsy anyway after it was screwed together. Like, it just kind of, it would kind of bend. It just was cheap. I mean, it was $1. So, but this handle back here, it feels sturdy. Like, it almost felt like metal, but I doubt it's metal. It's probably just a really thick plastic. Well, it sounds like metal when it hits, so maybe it is metal. Anyway, it's got a more sturdy handle, so it should work a lot better. Assuming that it like screws into here, like, you know, everything connects good down here. But anywho, yeah, way cheaper than buying another Swiffer setup. So again, here's that head, or that cloth that I just showed. Here's the second one. Here's some more of these, the light duty ones. These are heavy duty, these are light duty. Which is funny because these are like thick and nubby, and these are like softer and finer, so whatever. Here's some microfiber washcloths to, you know, what I was talking about with the mini blinds and the tongs and everything. I imagine that would be good for ceiling fan blades too, or else using an airplane. Or maybe even using this, like, to clean the blades of ceiling fan. I got some of this Cocoa Cup. Cannot talk now. This cocoa butter Dermasil lotion. This is great lotion, really good moisturizing lotion. I think I featured this in another Dollar Tree haul. I've purchased probably about 3 bottles of these so far. So, love it. And I got this little wire mesh basket for my vermicomposting. I also recently bought another bin for my vermicomposting, so I may wind up with 2 bins going. I really got the second bin just so that, like, I could transfer my worms over time into the second bin, so that way I could, like, harvest the castings. I made a video in July, and I'm not sure if I ever posted it or not, about, like, after going through and, like, harvesting my first set of castings and then resetting up the bin and all that mess. It was a mess. It was difficult to do. Like, the way I had it set up, I've got a better setup now. I've got a better, like, plan of action now, but this seems to be, like, really good. Even though the worms could go through the, like, the holes in this, like, they're less likely to, like, when I'm sifting it. So anyway, it should help keep me from, like, sifting a bunch of worms into the whatchamacallit, the castings. So, a box of Kleenex or tissues, 148 count. Here's another little duster thing, one of those microfiber dusters. It's just a smaller version, little handle. Okay, so these are little 12-pack of those disposable little party bowls, but I thought that I could use these when sorting beads. And something just flashed on my screen. I don't think the battery is going out. Anywho, I was afraid there for a moment that the battery is getting ready to go out. I don't think it is. But use these for sorting out my beads if I want to. Got some, yeah, anyway. Here's the other incense. I knew I had another box of incense. They are the jasmine scented incense for the heart. And, oh, these, again, these don't smell like your typical jasmine smell. They smell really, smell really sour. But I'm kind of hoping that they do wind up smelling better once they're lit. Like, hopefully the smell will morph into something better. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Again, like, I smelled them in the store and I was like, that doesn't smell like the way I think of jasmine smelling, but I just still had to get them just because. And the box looks like it's like, looks like it would be a good incense, like good quality incense, but that's where you shouldn't let the packaging sell you the item. Yeah, but there's 30 in here. They were actually designed for Dollar Tree. It's not like it was some other brand that you can buy elsewhere. Well, whatever. I already paid for them. I got some of these big ol', it's a 6-pack of the nail guard sponges. We like these at my house. These are the best sponges. Plus, like, all the other ones that Dollar Tree sells are like 2-packs or 3-packs of little thin dinky sponges, and these are nice thick sponges where you can like get a good grip on them, and like they're sturdy and they hold up. So anyway, the tongs. And these are the tongs that I plan on using to clean my mini blinds. So the whole reason, like, we have some tongs, but I didn't want to sacrifice them for the purpose of cleaning mini blinds. So yeah, that's that. Got a lint brush. I had one of these and I used to use it all the freaking time, but then I lost it. I have an idea where it might be, but I don't want to go digging through boxes upon boxes upon boxes when I can just go and buy this for $1 and get a new one that, you know, maybe has a little more, I don't know, like, I feel like the other one I may have kind of like softened it up too much to where it doesn't want to grab as much, you know, like the resistant and whatever. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense really. So I got the athlete's foot cream. I featured this before because this is good. Like, not saying I have athlete's foot, but this is a big thing at my home because it is good for like bug bites. Like, you got a strange bug bite that's like swollen up and itchy, put this on, you're good. But also, more importantly, because a doctor once told my dad that if you ever get bit by a brown recluse spider, of course you should go to the hospital, to a doctor, blah blah blah, but I'm not, you know, I don't just go to anyway, we're not going to talk about my medical history, but I don't really go to doctors. Can't really, you know, don't want to shell out the money to go to a doctor, let's put it that way. Like, that's why I shop at Dollar Tree for a lot of stuff instead. But I'm really about the homeopathic sort of holistic healing sort of deal. But if you ever get bit, like, you know, like it can rot away your flesh, that's why you should go to the doctor. But if you can't get to the doctor, or until you can get to the doctor, athlete's foot cream can be put on the spot because it's like antifungal, and that's like, his doctor said that that's what will kill, like, eat away at your flesh, like rot out your flesh. It's a fungus from the spider's venom that creates the problem. So antifungal onto the fungi or whatever, you know, take care of the problem right there. So I once had a spot where I thought a brown recluse bit me. Like, I'm assuming that's what it was because it was getting pretty nasty. So I put some of this on throughout the day for several days, cleared right up. So, and I saw this. I know we have a couple of these somewhere around the house, the property, maybe even in the garage somewhere. But this is an angle square ruler, you know, just like the L shape with the, you know, square edge there. This is a nice one. This is metal, and it looks like centimeters is on one side, like this side, and then inches is on this side. So, I mean, it's a ruler. You can do like your nice squared up sort of deal, get your angle right, your 90-degree angle right. It just made sense to get it. And I got a little wash tub, like a little dish tub. Well, I use them for like little wash tubs, like when I hand wash clothing. Like, I'll do like a few, well, especially with like t-shirts, I'll do a couple of t-shirts or whatever in one of these, which I've got one sitting in my back seat that you can probably see or sometimes see. That's because I had issues with my my sunroof leaking, and the way it drains and everything, it leaks into the back seat. So my usual dishpan, the one that I like to use for washing the clothes and whatnot, because I hand wash a lot of my clothes, like especially stuff that's like delicate or has like embellishments on it, I like to hand wash it. So that's a good thick one back there, and I'm thinking like either I can use this one for like my shirts, or else use this one for in here, like keep this one in here permanently so I can get my big one back and not have to worry about like my back seat getting wet after a rainstorm. So yeah, holy heck, this video is going to be 20 years long, but I'm down to my last 2 bags. So I'm almost ashamed to show this because I am not a twihard by any means, but I have seen the first 2 movies. I have the first 2 movies. I don't even know like where this falls. I think it's the second to the last of the books or movies or whatever. Well, I know it's the first part to the last movie sort of deal, but it is Twilight Breaking Dawn, and it looks like it's like a French edition, like maybe a French Canadian edition perhaps, because it has the English and French on there. Yeah, so it was $1, and it's about like the wedding part, so I don't know. My ex was so into Twilight, and I never, no, I just, again, like I'm almost ashamed to show this, but I wanted to see it. Like, I think I wanted to at least see this part, like the part 1. I don't think I really cared about seeing part 2. Isn't that where she has the little monster baby? And I didn't really care about that. Who, like, that just, I can't remember if I listened to the audiobook or what, but I remember something about, like, the wolf with Jacob, like, the impressing on their little monster baby child thing. And it just seemed weird because, like, he knew as an adult that he was going to marry this child. And it was just, I, like, what? No, thank you. Anywho, this seems innocent enough. I don't know. And then they had the Blu-ray of the CBGB movie, you know, based off of the, like, actual historic CBGB and how it got started and everything, but this has Alan Rickman in it. And I saw this a few months ago. It was available for free on Vudu. Like, yeah, Vudu. There's Hulu. Hulu's the one where you pay for, and Vudu's the one that has the free. Yeah, I have the free one. But I remember when this movie was being made because Alan Rickman was in it. And that's the first time. It's the only time I've watched an Alan Rickman movie. No, actually, I take that back. I think it's the second time I've watched an Alan Rickman movie since he passed away. It's just, it's hard to watch anything he's in because I loved him so much. But this has Rupert Grint in it. It also had, Johnny Galecki. I like him. And Freddie Rodriguez. I absolutely adored Freddie Rodriguez on Ugly Betty. He was in this movie too, so it has a lot of really good actors in it. Yeah, it says Ashley Greene. Wasn't she in Twilight too? Maybe that's somebody else. Anyway, and yeah, Malin Ackerman. I'm not familiar with the name, or Justin Bartha. Again, not familiar with the name, but I got it. Ooh. And they had these little wooden ring boxes, or at least that's what I call them, little ring box. It could be just a little tiny trinket box, but it's a little, like, they've had little wood trinket boxes in the past, and I still have some upstairs that I was going to decorate, that I never do get around to decorating. But it's cute. And again, like, you can put rings in there. You could probably even put like a little tube of lipstick in there. I don't know. I just say lipstick. Lipstick. So, decorate it somehow. I got these little piercing and scoring tool set pack thing. Just basically like a little owl punch. And I guess it's like, I think it's kind of like the other one. Well, no, it's like one end. There's like two. I thought one of them had like a little ball tip, like that other thing, that embossing thing that I got. But it's like there's like both of these are like needle tips, and then this might be the scoring end on each piece. So had to have it, especially like with the piercing end. Like that'd be good for when I do my junk journaling, like when I'm like poking holes for to sew the pages together. I got these garbage bags that are rose scented. There's 22 of them in there because I plan on doing some major cleaning. Like I said, I plan on doing some major cleaning, getting rid of some junk. So I also really like need to go through the basement and clean out some of the really old like debris down there. Also, like we got a lot of debris up in our attic from when they redid the roof too. I need to get, oh my gosh, that's gonna take years to, anyway. Oh, and I got these, they're 12 mini wavy plates. They're little plastic party disposable plate things, kind of like the bowls, but these are little square shallow plate things, and again for bead sorting. I've seen some people on YouTube use these with their when they're working on their beadwork to sort out their beads. So I had to follow the crowd. Oh, okay, and then I got this glue and residue eraser. Like I remember my dad having something like this in his tool, his like art tool supply box case thing. He always had like a tackle box for his art supplies, and then they wound up in like another box that I now have, but I think I threw away this because it was just like, I know he said it was an eraser, like when I was a child he said it was an eraser, but I always was like, this doesn't really like work good as an eraser. It just felt weird, but now I know that's for glue and residue, like this type of erasers for glue and residue. So I'm sure that I'll have a lot of glue and residue that I can use this on, that I'm hoping like maybe it's something that I didn't know that I needed. Like maybe it'll be like life-changing in the world of crafts and all that mess, like especially with junk journaling. So there's that. Final bag. So I got some of these non-stick scrubbies. They're just this little plastic mesh scrubby things. We used to use these when my dad had a pond. He would use these as like the filter in his pond instead of like all the other stuff, because they were really good for pond filters, or pond pump filter system, whatever. Anyway, I got airplane, seaplane, seaplane. I got a bottle of Glacier Freeze Gatorade for work, because I'm gonna need it for work. And then I got, you can see I got a big old thing here, but I'm just gonna say this other thing first. I got a bottle of Heinz 57 steak sauce for my steaks, because I love this with steaks. Anyway, oh my gosh, I cannot get my thoughts straight. We've been having a lot of steak recently, and used to I couldn't have steak unless I had like drowned it in something like this. But I learned, and I've come to appreciate over the last few years, that you can fix a really good steak if you don't cook it to death. Well, that's probably a bad analogy there. But if you don't, alrighty then, if you don't overcook it, if you keep it, you know, kind of rare there, it has some really good flavor to it. But I love this stuff. I want an excuse to have this, so I like this. I loves it. I loves it with the steak. Finally, of wish I had gotten some more of these, but my little hand basket was already kind of overflowing. But this is just one of those flat panel canvases. It is 11 by 14 inches. So I shall do artwork on this. I shall make a big masterpiece. Actually, it's not like a big masterpiece, but for what the Dollar Tree sells, it's a big masterpiece. Or it will be a big masterpiece on this thing right here. Anywho, so, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a monster to edit and upload and for you all to maybe sit through. Anywho, so, yeah, I don't know what else to say, but that's my Dollar Tree haul, y'all. So, hope everybody's doing well, and, you know, with the new year coming up, hopefully it will be a better year for everybody. So, take care of yourselves, and I'll probably be back soon, maybe.